will he be as dominant here today? Alongside him is local driver Robert Vitols, and it'll be interesting to see what this home driver can do against the rest of the permanent drivers into the first corner through the chicane. And it is Rasmus Tuominen who is out in front. What do you think, Eric, of that start?
Yeah, it was a very clean start. Everyone was very sensible. I'm looking forward to see this fight here, because we have seen all day these two drivers in front now has been, I would say, fastest and setting the pace all day. And you see already there's some
It's
fighting.
proper bumper-to-bumper action here. It is going to be 5 laps of perhaps the hardest racing we've seen all year, because we have a home local driver in Robert Vitols. And you know, what does it mean, you know, to come from this track, to have all the time that he probably has had here against these permanent drivers?
Yeah, I think of course he knows the track, and I speak to some people and they say it's hard to learn the track. It's a lot of blind corners, so there is an advantage. But on the other side, he has never been in the car before, and the others have been all year. So it's a very good job to be where he is now at the moment.
So championship leader though, Marco Muru, who is all the way down at the back of the field. He is unfortunately not having as good a weekend as he has in previous races. Let's see what he can do throughout this race, but it is all about the two at the front, Rasmus Roberts, who is going to get the glory here at the Bikaneki track in Riga.
Like I said, they've been very similar on pace, so now it will be up to Joker's strategy and who is making that perfect lap when the other one is in the Joker, for example, to make that small difference to get out in front.
And the great thing about this series is that every car is identical when it comes to setup, when it comes to air pressure in the tires, when it pretty much comes to everything. And there's a lottery as to which mechanic you get for the weekend. And it's such a great thing for young drivers, because then you can really see the potential in the driver.
Yeah, of course, it's everything up to the driver, I would say. And that's what to make that small difference is very difficult in these cars. Like you say, they're all the same, so it's up to the driver. And that's where you show talent and how to go through a weekend in the best way. So
to drive the RX Academy, you can be 14 years old, which is very, very young. The maximum age is 28. And, you know, what sort of a track is this to come to for, you know, some of these drivers are 15 and 16 years old. It must be pretty scary, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. It's, well, of course, it's like, it's a World RX track. It's what they sit at home, like you say, you're 14, 15, you look at World RX and all this, and to come here to race on this track in this professional setup as they have in RX Academy with all the help, it's a good way to start a career in this sport, definitely.
It certainly is. We have 3 drivers who have been through the Joker lap. It is not the 3 at the front, it is the 3 at the back. And it will get interesting now to see what sort of strategy that plays out towards the end of this race. What do you think? Can we see Robert Vitols making a move here at some point?
It looks like Tuominen in front has made a little gap at the moment, and we'll see. Yeah, they split the Joker strategy here. So Vitols goes for Joker. And now we need to make a perfect lap to catch that gap, and it will all play out in the last corner.
So basically Vitols has seen, I've got a good enough gap behind me, and now I need to see if I can catch up to Tuominen on the last lap.
Yeah, that's what it is. And now every one of these, they have very experienced spotters, because they get in RX Academy they get also an experienced spotter and driver coach to help, so they're learning everything right from beginning. So now they will know, Tuominen will know that you need to make a good lap to stay in front, and they are probably pushing Vitols to make the best lap of his weekend.
I'm sure they're shouting pretty hard in his ear right now, because this is the chance that he has when Tuominen now goes into the Joker lap, which he does at this very moment. Vitols needs to push everything that he's got, because the merge is what matters. But it does look like Tuominen has the upper hand, but here they come, they are going to merge, and it is only slightly Tuominen who is just in front, and he takes once again the win in RX Academy for the very first time here in Riga, Latvia. But back-to-back winner Rasmus Tuomonen in front of local driver Robert Vitols and Tommy Hellman. I'm sure there's a very happy Rasmus Tuomonen coming out of that car right now. That must feel pretty good. Every single car is identical in every way, and you're the best. You're the best driver.
Yeah, that's definitely proof. Very good drive, and like he was also dominant in the last race in Denmark. So to stay in the top for 2 events in a row, and like you said, the cars are all the same. It's very good.
And as we see here, it's about fair race. You know, they are fierce competitors, but they are also good friends. So here we see proof of Rasmus Tuomonen, the winner, RX Academy final here in Riga, Latvia, in front of Robert Vitols and Tommy Hellman.